Hey guys, in this video we're going to talk about optimizing your ads using pixel events. Alright, so this is our view content, our add to cart, and our purchases. Alright, so we've had a lot of training on this. We've talked about this a lot in various videos. I just want to hit a quick overview on some slides I showed you previously and give you a refresher on how important it is to start doing this. So, as you know, you can optimize your ads on all of these events. I believe we just went over this in the last video. Now, the first event that we're going to start talking about optimizing off of is view content. So, here we go. So, your view content pixel, as previously stated, goes on your product pages. So, this is an event that happens when somebody just looks at a product. Kind of like, imagine it like this. You're in a shopping mall and you're browsing around the store. You see a coat that you like on a rack and you pick it up. You pick it up and you look directly at the coat, okay? That would be a view content. You're looking directly at a specific product, okay? Now, essentially, this is optimizing for people that click on your ads. Meaning, this event, when you start optimizing your ads to show to people that are more likely to be a view content, you're optimizing your ads for clickers. Because that's what they're doing. Somebody sees your ad, they click it, and they view a product. That's view content. Now, this is a great way to get started, and every time someone looks at a new product, the view content pixel fires again. So this is a really good thing because your pixel gets a lot of data very, very, very quickly. So if somebody clicks on your ad and views like 7 different products on your website, you're going to get 7 pixel fires because they viewed 7 different products, okay? So this particular type of ad can just build up data very quickly because people tend to browse around. And as I was just starting to say, this is a great starting point for you to start optimizing your ads for a new niche or a brand new product because you can get so many pixel fires for the view content event so quickly because it's clickers, it's people that are browsing your store looking at specific pages and or products. And as I said in the last video, your ad really needs about 25 pixel fires for whatever event you're optimizing on to really start heating up, and 100 pixel fires to just really start performing nicely. So view content pixel fires are very easy to get because it's just browsers. But these are very valuable people because they would not click on your ad and they wouldn't view the product if they weren't very interested in it, okay? So Facebook starts right here. Facebook starts to learn who is interested in your product, okay? Maybe they're not buyers, but at least who is interested in your product. Because we could all agree there are boatloads of people on Facebook that could care less about the ad that you've written, okay? You want to get your ad in front of people that are more likely to click and purchase and be interested, right? So Facebook starts learning here who is at least interested enough to browse and view your product, okay? And this event builds up very, very quickly. So it does build up fast, and it's a great way to kickstart a brand spanking new campaign, okay? Because you get so many pixel fires so quickly, and it starts to become a powerhouse. And I've run many ads optimizing for the view content event, and I've told Facebook, hey, show my ad to people that are more likely to click. Okay, that's basically what I'm saying, and it works really, really well. Now, of course, the second tier, a level up would be optimizing your ads for the add to cart event. So this would be where you're telling Facebook, when you start writing an ad, you say, hey Facebook, show my ad to people that are more likely to go through, not just looking at the product, but add the product to a cart. And Facebook can look at all of your past visitors and everybody that added a product to the cart, right? And try to identify similarities between the people that added the product to the cart and even made a purchase. And it'll try to target your ads to people that match those characteristics or demographics. So your add to cart pixel, you guessed it, fires on your add to cart page. And essentially this is optimizing essentially this is optimizing for people that are higher quality leads than just clickers, because, well, they committed to adding a product to their shopping cart. And this event does happen often. It happens less often than view content because, I mean, you're always going to have more clickers than add to carts and more add to carts than purchases. So this event happens often. As people impulse add products to their cart all of the time, this doesn't mean that they buy, but it's a higher quality lead than just someone that came, browsed, and left your site. So these are really great to optimize on. And you can also easily start your ads optimizing on the add to cart event, because it's an event that does build up fairly quickly. Because people, they do, like I said above, they impulse add products to their cart. You yourself have probably added products to a shopping cart before on a website or Amazon or somewhere else that you were just putting there to save because maybe you wanted to buy them. But it does mean you are more interested in the product than someone that just came, read a little bit about the product, and then left. So you can optimize on these pretty quickly because this pixel event happens fairly often. Or you can transition your ads from view content to add to cart optimized ads, which could likely increase your overall performance on the ad. So in other words, if you have some ads that are currently running and you told Facebook, hey, show this ad to people that are more likely to actually click on the product, you can transition that and create a new ad for the same product, but say, hey, now that I've got some data and I've been running this for a little while, let's go up to the next tier and let's start optimizing this ad for people that are more likely to add a product to the shopping cart. So you can transition from view content to add to cart for higher quality leads from Facebook, okay? So this is kind of like phase 2, step number 2. And then optimizing for purchases, which ultimately is your goal. Your pixel your purchase pixel event will fire on the thank you page after someone places an order. And in e-commerce, this is definitely 100% considered the best way to optimize your ads. Facebook will search for people based off of your previous buyer history that are most likely to make an actual purchase if you're optimizing your ad on this event, okay? So this is an amazing way to do it. It takes a little bit longer to build up purchase data because you're always going to have more view content and more add to carts. People are always going to fall off as there's another step, right? So purchases, it takes a while to get to this step. But even though you're going to have significantly less data on your purchase event, it's higher quality data. So, quality over quantity, right? Because they're actual buyers. So you don't have to have thousands and thousands and thousands or anything like that for it to be valuable. I would say once you get to like 25 to 50, it really can do some damage. But ultimately, what I notice is after I get about 100 sales, it just starts to take off. I mean, it just starts to really do its thing because it has a lot of data to analyze. So even though this is the ideal way to optimize your ads, it's not always going to be the true winner, okay? So always split test your ads, okay? Always, always, always split test. Try ads for view content, for add to cart, and for purchase, okay? Because nothing is guaranteed, but this is viewed as the best way to do it. Now, if you're wondering, how the heck do I optimize my ad for these events, Adrian? It's pretty simple. When you go to create an ad on Facebook, it brings you to this screen right here where you hit increase conversions on your website. You put in your Shopify store's website address, and there will be a drop-down menu where it has your purchase, view content, and add to cart. And this is where you tell Facebook, hey, I want you to focus on showing my ad to people that are more likely to perform this action, okay? And if you're asking, why the heck would I optimize on add to cart or view content and not purchase? It's because you probably don't have a boatload of buyers yet. So the reason you would optimize on these lesser quality events would be because they have data, right? They build up faster. So you kind of walk your way up to purchases. And look, there are people that fall into the view content category that also purchased. And remember, all of your buyers had to view the product page and they had to add the product to the cart before they purchased. So you're still seeing buyers on view content and add to cart. But you also have a boatload of people on those events that did not buy, right? So you can optimize your ads for these specific events, okay? And you kind of start out with view content, then phase up to add to cart, then phase up to optimizing for purchases. And eventually, once you've been running ads for a little while, you can just start slamming ads on the purchase event, and Facebook has learned who your buyer is. All right, so I hope you've learned a lot about the Pixel events in this video, and the tiers: view content, add to cart, and purchase. And you kind of phase up from view content, and phase 2 is add to cart, and phase 3, where your main goal is to optimize for purchases. But you really need, at least 25 or so purchases previously for this to start really working on the purchase level. So I hope you learned a lot about this. If you're confused, hopefully you're not. I try my best to break this down. Go back and watch it again. Sometimes it may take hearing it or seeing it 2 or 3 times, but this is the best way to run your ads on Facebook. This is where Facebook does the work for you, or a lot of the work for you, and snipes out buyers that will help you increase your return on investment. So that's it for this video, and I will see you on the next one.